Hello, it's 2 o'clock. That means it's time to go live. I'm Terry Kellums. Thanks for hopping on here with me today. Let's give it a minute to get people on here. I will tell you guys that, let's see, I've got a little calendar, like a whiteboard calendar over here, and we have 25 days, including today, until we leave to go on our 5-week adventure. That's what I'm calling it. I'm calling it an adventure. Do you blame me? We are moving out of our rental house that we've been in for the last 2.5 years. We're still building a house, so we're going to move out of this rental. My husband has training for 5 weeks outside of Las Vegas. Hi there. We're going to go stay in our motor home while he goes through the training, and then we come back and we got to finish that house. We're supposed to have it finished by October, according to our HOA. So we're going to be in our motorhome until the house is done. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm supposed to pack a box every single day. Hello. I'm supposed to pack a box every single day. I started working on my home office yesterday. Oh my gosh. I think I'm a little bit of a pack rat when it comes to like paper stuff. I got so much stuff in there. So I abandoned that in the big mess that it is and moved on to the kitchen today. Okay, so today I want to talk to you about 5 steps to online business success. And I took notes because I feel like there's so much I want to say, but I don't like to stay on here for a long time. I am going to post this to my stories and put a link to a longer video that goes into a lot more detail. But there are 5 steps that you need to do to be successful in a digital marketing business or in an online business. Let's just leave it broad at an online business. And number 1 is to find a product or service that is in high demand. So digital products is where it's at right now. Having a digital product means that you can sell worldwide. You don't need to worry about local. You don't need to worry about inventory. You've got a product that you can sell. Hello, thanks for joining. You can sell anywhere in the world. And e-learning has just been exploding. In 2019, they were selling about 950 million in sales every day. In 2023, it was 1 billion. And they're estimating that by 2027, it will be 3 billion a day in e-learning and digital products. But you do have to find a product that is priced properly as well. So I was thinking about this girl who I follow on Instagram. She's so sweet. I really like her. She sells a product for $27. Our best-selling product, and there's 4, our best-selling product is $900. Now, if this girl wanted to sell the same amount of product to make $900, she'd have to sell 33 of her product. She has a digital product. She made it in Canva, and she sells it. And I think she does pretty well. But in order to make the same amount of money I can make with 1 product in my program, she would have to sell 33. In our program, the sales conversion rate is about 1 out of 20. That's just the average. I figured if she had the same conversion rate, she would have to have 660 leads to make the $900 that it would take me 20 leads to make. And even if her sales conversion was better than that, even if she only needed half that amount, she would still need 330 leads to make $900 on a digital product. Now, she made that product. I don't even know what it is, to be honest with you, because I don't pay much attention to what she's selling. I just see her cute little reels that she does every day. So I know she did it herself, and I know a lot of people want to go that route, and I think it's great. It's great if you have a really great idea and you have all the talent and skills and knowledge that you need to create your own product. I happen to want at this time in my life, because I just don't have the capacity to create my own product at this point. I'm not saying I never will, because actually inside of our program, she gives us like 200 ideas if you want to create your own digital product, just to kind of get the brain juices flowing. But I have a done for you product. I have a system that we walk you through every single step to get all your sales funnels and everything set up. There's a one-time $29 website fee, and that's it. And then you make 100% profit off of that. Now, I don't know if I'd have to go back and look and see, but if she uses platform like Stan Store, I think that's about $30 a month for Stan Store. And if she uses PayPal, that's about a 3% fee for every time she makes a sale. All of that is included in our back office, in our back system, the things that are going on behind the scenes. So there are no extra fees once you get going. It's 100% profit. Okay, so the second step is to have all your systems automated, and we call this the Freedom Machine. So get your systems set up, let your systems do the work. This is passive daily pay. So the definition for passive income is actually that it requires little to no labor to produce or maintain. So we promote the 2-hour workday. Spend about 2 hours a day doing income producing activities. Now you can definitely spend more time doing that. If you really want to get going really fast, you can spend as much time as you have. No one's telling you you can't spend more. This is your business. We're just saying that you can do income producing activities and do this business in an average of 2 hours a day. Now, I will tell you, I don't think right now I'm spending more than 2 hours a day. So she does recommend that you post 3 pieces of content a day. I've only been doing 2. I need to step it up to 3, honestly, I really do. It'll probably not happen until after we're in like 25 days when I'm sitting in a motorhome at a campground all day while my husband's off to training and I don't have a house to clean or, a lot of laundry and all the other things that I typically do. I will probably amp up my game when that time comes. But more recently, what I've been doing is learning how to get my YouTube channel set up, because you can make passive income just by posting videos on YouTube. But that's a story for another day. So yeah, you want it to be passive. You want to try to spend about 2 hours a day, because if you're doing this either to replace your income or to add additional income, I can't imagine someone that's doing it to add additional income wants to come home after commuting and spending an 8-hour, it's 9 hours probably once you get your hour lunch break, all that time working and commuting, and then, come home and work hours and hours and hours all evening. And if you're a mom and you're trying to do it while your kids are, you're still raising your kids are young, like you gotta be able to break it up. Like I always do my first piece of content first thing in the morning. Hi, thanks for joining. I do my first piece of content first thing in the morning, at the max, probably 20 minutes, but I usually have it at least started already the day before. Sometimes if I'm in a mood and I come up with a couple really great ideas, I'll start like 2 or 3 videos and then I'll finish them in the morning. Like put the caption in there or proofread it or, whatever, add audio to it, whatever it is. But I'm going to say max 20 minutes. And then I spend 20 minutes engaging with other accounts. Just, I have some other friends that do digital marketing, so I want to make sure to support their business, and I want to see what other people are doing out there. So, you got to stay active on the platform that you're, promoting your business on, so that you know what's working out there. And then I will say in the automated part as well, like all of my stuff goes to Pinterest, Facebook. I do it a little differently for TikTok. I have started uploading some of my shorter videos to YouTube Shorts, but they're already created and I save them to my phone. So when I go to TikTok or when I go to YouTube, it's just a matter of like the captions have to be a little bit different or something has to be a little bit different. It's not like starting from scratch. So you've already got a lot of your first one done for the day. And then I take my lives that I do every day and I put them as content on my YouTube channel. So I'm already repurposing it there. We have videos and things inside the community that you can reuse and repurpose and put on your YouTube channel. So what you're trying to do here as well with this automated system is build an email list. Now, I'm sure everybody watching this is a part of somebody's email list. They want to send you a free product or something free, and so they're collecting your email list, right? Your email address. They're building their email list. I have 3 women, probably more, but these 3 main women that I've been following for a long time back in my podcast days that sell different e-learning digital type products. And I got on their email list years ago. Now, they do everything from teaching you how to build a Pinterest following, building an email list, content creation, they teach all sorts. And it's like changed over the years since I've been on their email list. So every time they come out with a new product, I get to hear about their new product because I'm on their email list, and that's just the beauty of an email list. I always look at those 3 women's emails just because I've been following them for so long and watching what they do and respecting what they do, that I'm automatically opening their emails. And that's the know, like, and trust factor that we're all hoping for. Okay, number 3, utilize social media. There are 5 billion people on social media. And what you need to do is to get people to discover you. And that's what we're teaching inside the program, is how to build a brand, how to do attraction marketing, how to create content for your ideal customer, how to draw people to you, how to get them to stop scrolling so that when they see your face, they're like, oh, I like this person. What are they talking about today? What you don't want to do is friend request people and drop into people's DMs. And, that's just, we don't talk about that in this program. I'm sure we've all been there and had someone drop into our DMs that we don't know, trying to talk us into their service or something, and we don't do that. We teach, in this program, we teach how to create content that makes people attracted to you and what you're doing. So that was, I guess I combined 2. That was 3 and 4. Stop the scroll. And then within that, I would say, within Stop the Scroll, we teach how to make sure that your content contains a hook, because literally people's attention span is so small. Hello there. People's attention span is so short. You literally have seconds to grab someone's attention. So you need to learn to create hooks. And she gives us like all these free viral hooks in there. We have a content vault. There's just endless ideas. You should never want for an idea, trust me. But CTAs and hooks, we're teaching that right inside the program. You got to get people to stop the scroll. That's what social media marketing is all about, right? And then the 5th step is that you have a new customer. The system has done what it's supposed to do. You've attracted them to your social media account. They started following you. Now, you're not going to get somebody that follows that. If you're seeing me for the very first time today, you have no idea who I am. You haven't seen, my dog. You haven't seen that I hate going to the grocery store, that I love sitting out and watching my birds, that I helped an old lady at the gas station today because I just have such a heart for old people. I mean, you don't know me if you're seeing me for the first time, but you might follow me. You might think, oh, well, you know what? She's got some interesting things that she's talking about here. I'm going to follow her and I'm going to see, if I continue to like what she's putting out there. And after this goes on for a while, someday you might see me when you're scrolling and you're going, now what is she talking about today? Oh yeah, I remember she was talking about that digital marketing program that she does. I'm going to go ahead and check this out. She said comment the word learn. I'm going to drop down. I'm going to comment learn. Okay, now guess what? You're inside my email list. My system is now going to pick up the ball from here. I'm going to send you a free blueprint if you sign up for my email list. And you're going to get this free blueprint and you're going to read this and you're going to be like impressed. Like, trust me. Hi there. And then, you're not going to know if you want to buy or not. So you're going to think about it. And then now you're a part of an email campaign. So you're going to get emails from me that are automated. It's going on behind the system. And then one day when you're like, you know what, I've been thinking about this for 2 weeks. I'm just going to go ahead and purchase. I'm going to move forward with this because I am tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I'm tired of, hello there. I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I want to take my family on vacations. If you're like me, you want to help contribute to, this house build that we're doing so that it can go a little faster. You want to contribute to your retirement fund. You want to be able to go on these fantastic trips and make all these memories with your family. You know Christmas is coming in 6 months, less than 6 months, and you want, is it 6 months? Yeah, it's 6 months today, right? You want to be able to just actually pay for Christmas without putting on your credit card and going into lots of credit card debt, right? If that's you, comment below, say, yes, that's me. Okay, so to the person who's asking how much do I need to start, I'm assuming you're talking about money. There are 4 different levels that you can come in at. A $100 level, $300 level, $600 level, and $900 level. And each one of those you can upgrade within 30 days. So if you come in at the $100 level and you're really liking the program, you can upgrade to the $300 level and then within 30 days you can upgrade, and then within 30 days you can upgrade. The $900 one is by far our most popular one because it includes all of those programs all in one. So that's our most popular. Thanks for asking that question. I appreciate you. So, here we are. You've been looking at my emails for 2 weeks. You decide to push that purchase button. There's some payment plan options in there. You're going to go ahead and you're going to put all your information in there. The system's going to process your payment. I don't have to process your payment. I never see your credit card number. And then you're going to automatically receive everything you need to get your business going. Now, I have made a commitment to anyone who buys the program between, I think it was May 1st when I started. No, it wasn't May 1st. It was at the end of May, so it doesn't matter. Anyone who does it before July 1st, because I really want you to get in on our next 90-day run. Beginning July 1st, we're going to do a 90-day run. And that means for 90 days. Okay, let me back up 1 second. So the more you upgrade, the more you earn. Absolutely, that's how it works. Thank you. That was awesome of you to say that. I didn't even think to say that, so I appreciate you again. Yes, you make the money at the level you buy in it. So if you buy in at the $100 level and you sell the $100 product, you make $100. So with one sale, you're making your money back on each level, no matter what level it is. But I want you to get your systems up and running so that by July 1st, and if I can even back up just a little bit somewhere in between all that, we give you a 7-day launch plan. So within the program, there's a 7-day launch plan where she's literally telling you what to do every single day for 7 days. Inside the program, it's as if someone is sitting right next to you in this chair and do this, click here, type this. It's so well thought out and so well planned that if tech has ever been one of your concerns, you don't have to be concerned. You can just stop being concerned because it walks you right through it. And if you still have problems, they do 2 Zoom live tech calls where you can go on and get your questions answered. And if you still, even after all that, you're like, I just really don't want to do it, Terry. Can someone just do it for me? You can pay someone to do it for you. That's all offered. So I don't want tech to ever be the reason why someone doesn't want to do this. I also don't want the reason that you don't want to do this to be because you don't want to show your face. Because we have a whole section in there to launch a digital faceless empire, they call it, where you don't have to do. You've probably seen these videos. They're showing glimpses of a person, but they're not showing their face. And usually it's not even that person. They're usually just pre-made videos that you can buy from a website. I haven't done the faceless segment of our training yet because I'm not really interested in that. I used to be an insurance agent. You gained my follow, love your content. Oh, you're so sweet. That's so nice. Gosh. I feel like that's karma for me helping the old lady at the gas station today. Where was I going? Oh, the July 1st. So if you join if you buy before July 1st, I just want to be that extra layer of support for you. The woman that I signed up with, or I bought it from her, I just check in with her. I'm like, hey, what'd you think about this? Did you see this? And it's just nice to have kind of like a buddy. So I want to be a buddy with you. I might even continue it after July 1st. I just kind of wanted to see how it flowed. I feel like there's so much mentoring inside the community, and the community support is just amazing. You're getting mentoring from millionaires that have made millions in this business. So, I don't know that I can offer you the same level that they can offer you, but I can be that person. Be like, hey, how's it going? Are you posting every morning? Are you? Because you don't have to feel like you have to jump in with both feet from day one. You can, but if you are someone that moves just a little bit slower, and I have friends like that, they're like, oh, I don't. I move slow, one step at a time. That's totally fine. When I first started, I was only on Instagram. And like I said, now Facebook, Pinterest, YouTube, TikTok is growing on me. I was always a little I don't want to do TikTok. I feel like that's for young kids, but it's growing on me, so I'm doing that. But when you get going and you start seeing how you can take one piece of content and put it here, 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 and here, with just a few extra little steps, just be rest assured. But I want to be your buddy. So if you need an extra an extra buddy as you're getting started. I don't want anybody to feel like they have to do it alone. It's kind of fun to have a friend doing it, going through it at the same time. But that's the 5 steps. That's the 5 steps, guys. And there's just so much inside this program. I've been doing it since May 21st was the day I purchased. And I was already in another program or a course. I bought a course before this that just didn't end up being the right thing for me. But like, there have been so many days where I've come on my stories and been like, oh my gosh, my mind is just blown. She just showed us how to place free ads to drive traffic to our YouTube channel so that we can grow our YouTube channel. That's all inside this program. And here's another thing that I want you to think about. If you already have a business, like I know there are lots of realtors inside of our program and like fitness and health coaches. If you already have a business and you just like been struggling with the marketing, because I was struggling with my podcast marketing for 3 years. I feel like I took every free masterclass, webinar, was on Google, was on YouTube. And I just could not grow it beyond, I don't even remember now where I was. I think my average downloads per podcast episode were, the highest one was like 200, after 3 years. So I got really frustrated with that. I feel like there's just, sometimes you just need all of it put together in one spot with a good teacher, a good mentoring program to really be successful at it. So how many days did it take you to learn? See, this is the thing, like you get all access to everything and you can get set up. Like they say 2 days. I was probably closer to 3 or 4 days just because I only would spend so much on it at a time, and then I would get frustrated and walk away because I'm not a tech person and I don't sit still for very long. So I'm just telling you my own shortcomings, but I think you can have it done within 2 days if you're willing to just sit still and apply yourself to it. So then once your store is set, everything is set up, all your back end stuff, all of your automations are set up, like literally as soon as you start talking about it, anybody that wants to go on and get your link or whatever, like immediately, like you can really start learning or earning immediately. The learning part, she recommends about 30 minutes a day. Do as much as you or little as you want, but 30 minutes a day is what she kind of recommends. I think at the beginning I was doing more than that because I was so frustrated from not making money in the first course and feeling like I'd been, kind of sticking my head in the sand a little bit. And I'm like, I kind of skipped around in the first course and I probably didn't do it right, to be honest with you. And this one I was like, I'm doing it by the book. I'm doing everything right. I'm going to be coachable, which I don't think I was coachable in the first 5 months that I was with the other course. So you start learning and earning right away. It's up to you how fast or slow you want to go with it. It's simple, but it's not easy, if that makes sense to you. Like it's a simple process, but you do have to kind of wrap your brain around like, who do I want to talk to? Who is my ideal customer? And creating content that is for that customer, because I think that's what was so confusing about the course is it was, and I don't like talking bad about anything, but it was just sort of like model what's already working, which meant, one day it was this and the next day it was that. And I felt like I didn't know who I was talking to and it was all over the place and I didn't have a clear message. And so, I like to use this example. It's like if you owned a brick and mortar store and you sold women's clothing, like boutique items, and then, you went on this fabulous vacation and you went snorkeling and you learned how to dive. And then you came back and decided to turn your women's clothing store into a dive shop and, selling outdoor sports water gear. Like that would be super confusing to the woman who's been coming into your store for the last year to walk in and see a whole different, set of things. So, once you get your idea of who you're talking to and create the content specifically for that person, it starts to become so much more simple, and it just gets a lot, I don't like to say the word easy. It's a lot simpler, I'll say that. My problem is content creation. Oh my gosh, that was one of my first objections. I don't know what to talk about. I don't know what to say. And this was a hard thing for me for my podcast too, because the day that the podcast would come out, I would always have like a little blurb, like the little short video clips you see for podcasters when they put it on Instagram. and I said to the woman that I bought from, I'm like, I don't have that much to say. Obviously I do. But you always think, well, I don't have that interesting of a life. Listen, I moved to Southern Arizona 2.5 years ago. We have one couple here that we're friends with, and that's because we knew them in Phoenix when we lived in Phoenix. I'm home all day. My husband works 10 hours a day. Every weekend he's working on our house build that we've been working on for the last 2.5 years. I spend a lot of time alone. Like, my dog is probably my best friend. You know what I'm saying? So like, you don't have to really worry about like having this extravagant life. I mean, when we went on vacation a while ago, like 6 weeks ago, I think it was. I mean, I did some B-roll when we were on vacation, but I think that everyday stuff is a lot more relatable for people, like when you're, typing at your computer, or you're making, I have a fancy, like, little coffee thing my husband bought me for Christmas, like just going through the steps of making your coffee, or it's like simple everyday things is what's really catching, authentic and genuine. Like, people want to buy from people, so like if you just like show who you are, that's what attracts people. I'm a simple girl. I buy my tank tops from Walmart. I don't spend a lot of money on clothes. I'm not a big clothes person. I want experiences. Like, I get excited about going on vacations. I'm kind of excited about going and changing up things and going and living in a motorhome for 5 weeks. I'm like, what is this going to be like? And one of my friends said, well, maybe there'll be another, woman in the campground that you can make friends with. And I'm like, that would be cute. That would be cute. How many times do you post a day? She recommends 3. So I do a morning post first thing, then I do my live, and I'm working towards doing that 3rd post. And I think it'd probably be good to do it like morning, afternoon, or mid-afternoon, and then evening. It kind of depends on your audience too, because you can go into your professional insights on Instagram, and you can kind of see when people are like looking at your content and what your demographic, mine is like 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So mine's pretty wide open. But it's so funny because you just never know. Like, one night I posted something later in the evening, and it was probably, and I'm, my kids live in the central time zone. So it was probably like, I always think about what time is it where my kids are. So it was probably like 6 or 7 o'clock my time. And I'm like, oh, it's 8 or 9 o'clock on a Saturday night. Like, they're probably not going to see it. Like, people their age are probably not going to see it. I woke up the next morning, I had like 1,500 views. I was not expecting that, just a last minute, And so I think you have to just do you. Like, what are you interested in? Like, what makes you stop the scroll? Like, and those are the little moments. People like getting a glimpse inside of everyday people's lives. And yeah, I think I want to do 3. I'm working my way towards 3. So thanks for all your questions. Anybody that wants to learn more about this specific program, the link is always in my profile, but I am going to post it to my story with an additional YouTube video that you can watch if you want to dive in a little deeper to this particular topic. Our program creator did a video on it, and there are some people that have been doing it for a while, and they're talking about their success on there, so it's kind of interesting. But after I post this, or if you want to DM me, just DM me the word yes, and I will send it right on over to you. You don't have to make a decision today just because you want to take a look. Curiosity did not kill this cat. All right, you guys, my husband has called me twice. I think something urgent must be happening out there in the world. He wants to talk to me, so let me know if you have any further questions. I'll be back here tomorrow at 2 o'clock. And thanks so much for hanging out with me. Bye, everybody.